for sure.
You can
For
give him credit
surely,
for
for
that.
surely.
You know what I'm
Um,
saying? Frogger, Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers.
Super Smash Bros.
Mm-hmm.
You can't forget
Double O
about
Seven
double.
GoldenEye.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mm-hmm. I see. I played my first Sonic game on Sega Dreamcast. Oh
Mm.
no, it didn't. I played that on Nintendo. Huh.
Mm. Yep.
I think
Yep.
my favorite Sonic game is on Sega Dreamcast.
Oh wow.
Um,
Mm.
what was the other game? Damn, Tetris.
Ah,
Yeah.
the phone
Mm-hmm.
classic.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You talking
Speed
about a
up.
zombie? All night Tetris between Tetris and Mario Brothers. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He don't know what that classic sound is, man. He don't know what classic
I
sound.
know it. I know it. I know it.
But
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the time of remakes has been what it seems to be kind of running the space, the gaming space, kind of right now. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil remakes, a lot of other game remakes. I haven't seen too many. You got call a whole bunch of Call of Duty remakes, but I haven't seen too many uh
I'm gonna tell you
new
again.
freshly eyed gaming ideas that have came out and just
Did
really
you did you did you ever play that 50 Cent bulletproof game before?
yeah.
They working on making a remake for that.
Who told you that?
I'm dead. I looked it up.
Yeah, they're trying to do
Probably
a
you
new.
can look up
They're trying to.
anything.
They're trying to do a new rollout. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Sam, that shit was fire, wasn't it?
I didn't play it. I seen it. I didn't play it. Not you know what I'm saying. That it was just another one of them things where I seen. You know what I'm saying? Another piece of coins for 50 were coming out at.
Yeah. See, I didn't get a chance to play the second one. He had two of them. I didn't get a chance
Oh
to play the
damn.
second one.
I know I
The
played the
Blood
first
in the
one.
Sand.
Mm,
I didn't get a chance to play
Yeah.
that one. That
I
was the only
played
one I didn't play.
that one I played on when I had my PSP back in the day.
Yeah.
mm,
But
yeah.
Yeah, my shit was on the PSP, but that game was that game was definitely slept on in my opinion.
hmm
Look, man.
That 50 Cent bulletproof game.
I mean,
actually, I think you gotta just do. I mean,
yeah.
I don't think that was a
I
game that would
mean,
just last long.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, he got a look when as an executive producer in the gaming industry and you're making $30 to $40 million. Yeah, there's a dude.
Then what was that game? Wasn't Snoop Dogg in the game fresh? There's a street fight or some shit he was in?
Nah, it was
Street crime
uh
something?
Def Jam Vendetta Fight for New York.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that Def Jam Vendetta it didn't last long. The new car smell wore off on that shit quick.
Damn. And that shit came out on the PlayStation, right? Or the
Yep.
Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 2. I think they had it on Xbox, but shit, I played that on PlayStation.
Man,
I
that's
mean,
just
you know, when your game when the game itself when it doesn't evolve,
yeah, they stopped doing that
you know
shit.
what I'm saying? When it doesn't evolve, you're not, you know, it's not going to be too much of a comeback.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? The fighting moves didn't evolve. You know what I'm saying? The characters didn't evolve. You know, the levels didn't evolve. So I mean, you know, them 2 3 years that shit lasted. That was it. It came, it went.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that would have been better if it had online.
Yeah.
If Def Jam Vendetta Fight for New York had an online where you can play with your favorite rappers and go
Yeah.
against everybody and fight,
Mhm.
I think that would have been. That's I guarantee you they're gonna find a way to remake that game eventually. They just got to find a way to pay all the rappers.
Man, yeah.
You know what? Nah. Let me not say that. Let me not say it like that. I don't want to say that. Yeah.
I mean, that might have been part of the problem too. The image and likeness. And,
Because
and, and I'm just, that might have been part of the problem as well. Because, like I said, it did. There was no evolution with that.
Yeah. I mean, and then I didn't like one thing I didn't like about Def Jam Vendetta was when you finish the game, your character you can stop upgrading your character. I was like, nah, I should be able to max my character out.
Right.
Once the game is over with, wherever area you left off at was it.
Right.
Now I did like that you can always go back and change your clothes and stuff like that. But yeah, Def Jam Vendetta Fight for New York. If it had online, it would have been it would have been one of them ones.
So wasn't it like Snoop
And
Dogg
that was right around the time when Jay-Z was head man over there at Def Jam too.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah. There a whole lot of forsugging was going on.
Yeah. Now let's slide off into this Doomsday.
Yeah, the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
is rolling back out.
Right.
I'm anxious because I've watched all of the television series that they've done since Endgame. And then you got all these open doors to possibilities of where the stories may go. With all of the factions, the Avengers, Spiderman, Nick Fury, Black Panther, Wakanda, Captain America's, evolution, all of that. I am so ready for an Avengers rollout to see where they're gonna go and where they're gonna whether they're gonna where they're gonna kick the story to, at the X-Men, because here's a lot. Some people, some of us are just so simple-minded. A lot of people, that show, The Gifted, with about those a lot of that show is based on the children of Avengers and some of their enemies. Magneto has a daughter, like in the comic book and in the cartoon.
Right.
In the Mega War, everybody had kids. Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man had kids. Thor. Everybody had kids. Magneto. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had kids.
Avengers movie too.
Yeah.
Cartoon.
Uh-huh.
But I wonder what a live action kid Avenger movie
with that show, The Gifted. I mean, they should have had that plan. You know what I'm saying? And let it all out there. Because every mutant in that show is a kid of somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you see, Disney, Warner Brothers has fucked up a lot of shit. Warner Brothers got greedy because that's the reason why a lot of stuff got held up because of Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because when old boy died, Warner Brothers didn't want to release the catalog for Michael Bay and them to continue. You know what I'm saying, with the rollout of because Bay had a lot of stuff already. You know what I'm saying? You know, they had already did. You know, Nick the series with Nick Fury. You know what I'm saying? It only went 2 seasons because of Warner Brothers.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, I guess maybe now they got Warner Brothers out of the way. You know, and they can can get to work. You know what I'm saying? With all this stuff, because you got a whole lot of storylines, man, and some good ones, because there were a lot of doors left open with, you know what I'm saying, Endgame, and those last 2 Spider-Man and Ant-Man and Wasp Quantum, Quantum Verse, out of that. The Thor's last movie,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got a lot going on, a lot, because
yeah, Cap then came back. He's young now, so he's not all old looking.
Right.
They
let Gambit come back finally
yeah,
with
because
Channing
see,
Tatum.
that's the thing with that's what this Secret War is about, because you got a lot of people coming back from different dimensions.
Yep, you got the Fantastic Four. What is this? I forgot his name with the 10 rings. I forgot his name. You got
Come
him in there.
on,
You got you got Cyclops coming back, classic Cyclops at that.
Right.
Yeah, the way I seen this movie, yeah, I
I
want
mean,
to
you know
see
what I'm
how
saying?
they
With
going.
that Daredevil and all of them, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff came to a halt because of Warner Brothers. You know, a lot of stuff. Now that the door is back open, you know what I'm saying? Looking at the trailer, looking at this trailer, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot. There's a lot to unpack, because a lot happened in Endgame. A lot of people's lives were shaken up. I mean, where are they coming back at? Because from the looks of the trailer, a lot of people got older. So is Iron Man's daughter going to be a teenager? Hawkeye's daughter was already a teenager. What about his boys? You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no telling. We gotta wait. We gonna have to wait and see.
Right. I'm just saying. These are the questions.
Did they say Black Widow gonna be in there? Or no?
I gotta wait till August.
But I mean, she's gonna be in Secret Wars. because a lot of people are coming back from different parallel dimensions in points in times. The Secret War. This shit's finna get ignorant.
Cause you got this, and then y'all got the Spider-Man movie that's coming out.
The Spider-Man is Marvel.
I know. You got two good Marvel movies that's coming out. You got this one coming out at the end of the month, and you got Avengers coming out in December. So
that's when they're slated for December.
Yeah, it's December 18th.
December 18th.
Yeah. They got a hell of a rollout plan. If it's that far off, they got a hell of a rollout plan.
Oh yeah, I think that's definitely why that Spider-Man movie is coming out.
I think they said the Hulk.
It comes out at the end of this month.
Yeah, they said the Hulk the Dr. Banner don't be in that one.
Yeah, he is. If you watch the watch the preview, he in the preview. But that the Spider-Man movie gonna set up this Avengers movie. It's gonna set everything in motion for people to get to spending. So a lot of money about to be made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, because look, when at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, the quantum verse. At the end of that, all of that happened in that movie. You know what I'm saying? You know, to connect to, you know, with the bigger picture with the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Spidey's, you know what I'm saying, connected, you know what I'm saying, because it's Spider-Man and multiverse and what is his name? Oh man. Damn, what the man shit.
Who you trying to think of?
The wizard.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah. And then the joint with him and old girl with the wet red eyes, who I think is the most powerful mutant walking.
Yes,
with the red eyes. Jean
Yeah.
Grey.
No.
Scarlet Witch.
She was in the one that the one that almost took out Thanos in Endgame.
Miss Marvel.
No, not her. Her brother got killed in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch.
Oh, that okay, Scarlet. Yeah. Her and Strange had that movie together.
Yeah. You talking about Scarlet Witch?
Yeah, and then it was a lot of stuff happening in her little series.
What is that? Wanda's.
Yeah, WandaVision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, WandaVision. It was a lot of stuff happening in that series.
Yeah, so, they got Loki coming back in here too.
Yes.
And another thing I wanted to say is I want to see how the reveal is. They gonna reveal Robbie Downey Jr. being Doomsday in this first one, or are we gonna get a part 2 to Doomsday?
Well, it was interesting how that came about, because the guy that was originally playing Victor Von Doom, he passed away.
Yeah, he did. He did. He did pass away.
He passed away. It's kind of weird to me because, you know what I'm saying, we forever know that Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Right.
No, but if I forgot which comics and stuff it was, but there is one dimension to where Doomsday was Iron Man, and then all of along he was supposed to. It was actually he was never Iron Man. Tony has.
Well, it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting. To see where they're gonna go with this. I just thought maybe they could, and because here's another thing. When Robert Downey did that interview after Endgame, he was making it sound like you know what I'm saying, he was, you know what I'm saying, vacation, finna sit down for a minute. You've been a good decade and a half almost strong.
Yeah, I mean,
from the first Iron Man to Avengers Endgame, we talking about 15 years.
Yeah, that's tiring, bro.
Yeah,
and for him to die in Endgame, and I'm just like, hey, I mean, I ain't even gonna front. I said the tip for the funeral. I said the tip for the funeral, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? The way that went, I kind of feel like they could have got somebody else to do. I mean, because I can't respect Robert Downey Jr. as anything else other than Iron Man, Tony Stark.
Right.
I'm gonna say this:
the universal jackass.
It depends on how his performance for Doom. Honestly, when I watched the trailer for it, the voice he's putting on for Doom, I like it. I like the
Mm.
accent he's putting on for Doom. So for right now, until I see it, and then I will have to see him being Doom without the mask on first to really give him a real assessment if he's doing the character good. But
Yeah,
majority of
three or
the time,
four other people that they could have had for Doom, man. The Victor Von Doom. I, I see. How do you go from him being Tom? That's not even. That's a disrespectful transition.
actually, it's not. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna send it to you. Um, I forgot before I had stopped what I was saying. It was Doom was actually well, Tony was actually doomed the entire time, just in an alternate universe. It just so happened, like I think it was Doom had lost his memory or something like that. So he started being Iron Man and stuff like that. And then eventually when he died, it was some weird stuff that went on that it was like the entire time it really wasn't Tony Stark. It was Von Doom that entire time being Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of understand where how they shifted him from being Tony Stark to Doom. So they just basically kind of did it in reverse in your face.
They must have came up with this after they did Fantastic Four Silver Surfer. Because like I said, the guy that was originally playing Victor Von Doom, he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I guess I got to sit through it and see it. You know, what I'm saying. It's just I can't see Robert Downey Jr. as anybody else other than Tony Stark. Iron
Okay,
Man.
it's a comic called Iron Man Demon in an Armor.
Mm. Wow.
I got to go and go down that rabbit hole and find it and just read up on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's they going back to the old way.
They're digging. I mean, because
Okay, it
when I
says what if Iron Man, yeah. It says in the alternate universe, Tony Stark and Victor Von Doom are roommates in college. Doom tricks Stark into swapping their bodies and minds.
mm,
Doom escapes into Tony's lavish lifestyle and becomes a billionaire while Tony is trapped in Doom's ruined, disfigured body, left with nothing in Latveria. So yeah, that I think that's what I was meaning with that. Yeah, there was some that was like it was a way they had switched somehow, and Doom was always Tony Stark somehow. Yeah, that I think that was it right there.
okay. I mean, well, if there's a legitimate mark in the comic books, I mean, because I know I stopped the comic books and was just literally on the cartoon, and I think this was
Back in '55.
fuck you.
Fresh, you know you ain't shit for saying that shit.
Because I was watching the X-Men Strong, in the X universe, Mutant X,
Oh man.
because I was saying on the cartoon and really following the cartoon, and then when the movies started coming, especially when they did X-Men Last Stand, I was raising so much hell because they went, off script from what happened in the comic book with X-Men Last Stand. And they skipped a lot of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they're going back. You know what I'm saying? Into the comic book. Because a lot of the story, especially with the X-Men, is with the battle with Lingua Jima because Professor X had fell in love with the Queen and he disappeared for about a decade.
See, another one was the infamous Iron Man. It says, while this is technically Dr. Doom's taking over for Tony Stark rather than Stark as Doom. In a critical
there might be a segment in the comic book world that I didn't didn't read after I stopped reading comic books and was just really just on the cartoon itself.
Yeah, it said Tony went into a coma during the Civil War II events, and then Victor decided to carry on his legacy and made him a suit of armor in being Tony Stark.
Wow.
Now I do remember when they did Iron Man Civil War and what they did with him. I'm like, I don't remember this being as short as this. That Civil War between Cap and Iron Man went on for quite some time.
Yeah.
I mean, for the movies, they always shorten the actual spats and stuff. I think that went on for a while before they actually came back together and stuff.
Because I was interested to see if they was gonna do what happened in the comic books. Remember, the Avengers and the X-Men had a war.
Yeah, they could have did that too. They might some of this stuff they still might be doing. It's about timing.
Right.
It's legit about timing and being able to get the right actors and director and script writers to get that stuff all together.
Right.
I mean, you got you know what I'm saying, you got the template, and I think before certain people get a little too old, just saying, some of this stuff that happened in the comic book you need to make happen.
You said they messed up not having Black Panther beat up the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that did happen.
That might Corey Gear. That might happen in this one.
Question is, who gonna be playing?
Because the Fantastic Four goes, if you watch the commercial, the Fantastic Four goes and meets the Wakandans, and they might fight a little bit in that, but it might not be the Black Panther version that you are referring to.
What we know of in the comic book, they may not go there. They may sensationalize it a little bit offhand. They might X-Men Last Stand it, if you will, to coin a phrase, in that particular aspect, because that did happen. Black Panther and Fantastic Four, just like Avengers and X-Men, that happened. Just like a lot of people, and they did it backwards too. You know what I'm saying? Something else they did it backwards, because remember now, in the comic books, Spiderman joined the X-Men before he teamed up with the Avengers.
Yeah, But
You
you
know,
know what it was for the movies, they probably had him team up with the Avengers to make it bigger because in all the cartoons they do have him go join the X-Men or have him in cahoots with the X-Men a lot of the times. Mostly the cartoons they do. But I think in the the for the movies, how well the Spider-Man movies done, I think they just was like, you know what, to make it a bigger cash grab, we're gonna make sure he's with the Avengers.
mm.
Because they did the X-Men movie so long ago, it would have been better for them to make an X-Men movie and then threw him in there versus now all the Avengers movies coming out, and then you had the Spider-Man movies that came out and was successful. It was like, okay, this is the
Well,
right time.
but see, this goes back to what I was talking about earlier with Warner Brothers. Yeah, Disney was they finally got Warner Brothers out of the way and got the Marvel catalog. You know what I'm saying? Because Warner Brothers has been the one that was holding up all of this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, from the Fantastic Four, anything Marvel, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Daredevil, you know what I'm saying? You know, Jessica Lange, you know, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Disney finally got the deal done and bought Warner Brothers out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They might bring this up into this movie because Namor is in this one. So Namor, Sue Storm, they have interactions. So
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that might
because Sue Storm did have a second baby in the comic books, and they don't think it was Mr. Fantastic's child. Yeah,
that baby came out a little dark skinned.
Yeah.
Little tint to his skin. He has some melanin in his skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, man, you hit one there, Vince. Yeah. You done something then. You know, you know, so yeah, Disney, yeah, Corey, Disney finally, you know what I'm saying? It took a minute and a whole lot of cash to get Warner Brothers out of the picture and out of the damn way. So, you know, I guess we're finna finally, you know, get what we thought we were going to be getting, you know what I'm saying, 7 years ago. You know, the complete rollout. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully they don't have no delays.
Right. I mean, you know, it's Warner Brothers snuck in and bought and well, not bought. They stole the catalog, Stan Lee catalog, after he passed away. This, you know what I'm saying? It was a whole lot of bullshit involved, and then what happened is I think it was the granddaughter. I think it was Stan Lee's granddaughter that unofficially took the reins on that and took that money from Warner Brothers, which is how they ended up with the catalog.
Oh man, that was funny.
Yeah, because it was a huge family fight over the estate, which was, you know, Stan Lee's catalog, old films, and production company.
That's billions of dollars right there. That's millions and billions of dollars. I'm gonna fight over that too. Shit.
Yeah, and Warner Brothers snuck in. Yeah, Warner Brothers snuck in, and you know, and the story is that Warner Brothers gave old girl $300 million for the catalog, and left everybody else hanging. You know, that's the story. I don't know how true it is, but that's the story of how Warner Brothers got Stan Lee's Marvel catalog.
Right.
I wouldn't doubt it. You know how a lot of them, a lot of these Hollywood movies and stuff like that had that backdoor stuff, backroom secret deals and stuff go on. Yeah, I'm glad we got a decent Gambit with Channing Tatum. He not gonna be funny in Doomsday. I feel his character gonna be more serious than he was in Deadpool. Yeah. I mean, I think he's gonna probably bring that kind of same energy, but I don't think. I think in Deadpool they just had his lines set up for him to be kind of funny. I think in this setting, in this type of movie, he's not gonna be the funny guy.
Gambit, Channing Tatum, I think is the right person to play Gambit. Because he's able to do that country Louisiana
Creole voice, yeah.
you know what I'm saying, accent, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they were supposed to come. He was supposed to get his own movie and everything. If you
Yeah.
watch like special features with the Deadpool and Wolverine and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
he'll tell you they talk about that stuff. He talks about it like, man, we was the reason why they like had the costume and everything. He's been having that already in his bag. They just, they be shelving movies and turning them this way and that way. And shoot, I'm glad Ryan Reynolds went ahead and was like, well, shit, y'all ain't doing nothing with this character. Let me go ahead and use him.
Right.
Yeah, Warner Brothers had that, nifty, gritty fingers in a lot of stuff. That's why a lot of shit been held up. I mean, we should have long got, you know what I'm saying, the Legion of Doom, the Justice League, you know what I'm saying, movie, that's why the only thing that we've gotten is Aquaman stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
We need a Blue Marvel movie.
Blue Marvel.
Basically the Black Superman.
Oh,
yeah. Remember he's super smart.
You mean Black Adam?
Nah. Blue Marvel. I'll send them to you. I promise you. When you see it, you be like, oh, yep. I send it right to you.
Right. Yes. Man.
Yeah. Again, Warner Brothers is jacked up and held up a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They messed around and low key, snuck up and got hold of stuff and was holding up everything. We should have got the Justice League Legion of Doom, you know what I'm saying, movie years ago. It was already set. Wonder Woman was done. The Superman was done. Aquaman did their company. It was, and you know what I'm saying. They was trying to reintroduce Green Lantern, and all of that. But again, Warner Brothers had their grimy ass fingers in the situation and holding up everything.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, they need definitely.
Yeah.
We. Sony still owns Spiderman. They not gonna let that get a Miles yet until beyond. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've been trying to roll stuff out. But, I mean, it's a lot of moving parts with you know what I'm saying. With the Marvel comics, you know what I'm saying, universe. With everybody trying to get a piece of the pie. But I hope it things get situated.
Yeah.
I really hope things get situated. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, a lot of us comic book kids were sitting on ready over him. You know, I mean, you did Endgame, and then you released all the series. You know what I'm saying, and introduced the scenarios, and then with Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantum Burst, and all of that happening. He's really sitting out here drooling. I'm like, well, one brothers, y'all tripping. We itching for this stuff.
I think
Yeah.
Warner Brothers was money hungry, and they was just trying to
Yeah.
snatch up anything and
Yeah,
everything.
they did.
Yep.
You know,
But
and I remember because like I said, Disney finally got them bought out. I mean, it cost them about $3 billion, but they got their ass out.
yeah. Shit, I wish I had somebody want to buy for $3 billion. I sure would sell it.
I mean, that's a drop in the bucket as opposed to what they're gonna get back.
Yeah, they probably made that $3 billion back
Yeah,
and some.
yeah. So me and myself, I'm on ready. You know, I'm glad that there's a date set for it. You know, so it got me where I got to go back into my Disney app and look back through, especially the Nick Fury series and everything leading up to Secret
Right.
Wars. You know, and it's boy, I'm ready. I was ready. I was ready. Go back and then the way the second Captain Marvel movie ended with the split universes. Yeah, 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 yeah. So
we're gonna move on to the last question of this here show. Pop this on up.
Okay, you got it.
Who created the greatest universe? Now, you got some legendary people up here. You got Stan Lee with Marvel, which we've been talking about. Walt Disney. You got J.K. Rowling with Harry Potter. You got, I don't know if that's Junior R or J.R.R., but you got the Lord of the Rings creator, George R. Martin, the Game of Thrones. You got the Dragon Ball Z creator. So out of these people you see up here, you got Star Trek, Star Wars, Pokemon, and Chronicles of Narnia. Out of these people up here, who created the greatest universe? Now, I did this video earlier, and I said Stan Lee because we still exploring so many different Marvel superheroes and stuff.
Okay, it's Stan Lee by default, and it's not even close. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Game of Thrones, they're doing their thing, but they're not box office. They're television. Okay, Lord of the Rings. Okay, you got the three major installments, and you got this this television series that's out now, which is pretty interesting to me. Yeah, but I mean that's a sample size compared to Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying? I was a Goku fanatic. Ain't no front. I mean, but again, another sample size compared to Marvel. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can say is by default it is Stan Lee and Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much there. and you have over 6 decades of comic book in just on Marvel alone that we're I mean I'm peeking around the corner at 60, and I know there's still some stuff in Marvel comic book era that we still ain't seen on the big screen yet.
Yep.
You know, I'm just saying it's a great question. It is. You know what I'm saying? It makes for interesting conversation, but we're keeping it above 100 real. It's Marvel. Stan Lee got rest his soul, and it's not even close.
Yeah, that's not even an argument there. No argument whatsoever with that one.
It's not even close. Now, if you want to have a real conversation, which we're going to do next week, in another movie genre, who's your favorite movie quarterback? It brought to you by this shit stirrer over here. You know, I heard him, say who his pick was, and I understand. I understand. I understand, but we this gonna be a real good conversation. About the original longest yard and Shane Falco. and why it's not and why it's not really even close. Okay.
I just sent you. Look in your inbox, Sam, and look at that video. I just sent you who Blue Marvel was. Before we get off, I want you to look at that, and then you tell me, should we have gotten a movie of this man?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, he did write some stuff for DC. Shoot, without a lot of stuff that Stan Lee has done, you don't get DC. And then also some of the stuff without DC, you don't get some of the Marvel stuff because they both took stuff from each other, the Marvel and DC world.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this character. I remember it. Yeah, we should. Yeah, definitely, we should have. We should.
Now, you know what's funny? Another reason I keep saying that is because this was a character that I forgot what interview it was. Somebody asked Bijan who he would like to play, and I think he had mentioned Blue Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
but, we still do need a Static Shock movie. I can see Bijan playing Static Shock, honestly. I can see him playing Static Shock. He looks like Virgil a little bit.
Yeah. But episode 4. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite movie quarterback? Yeah, we're gonna have that for y'all next week. We're gonna have that for y'all next week. We gonna have all of the quarterbacks and their names and their movies up. It's going to make for interesting conversation.
I mean, Corey, he might be too buff, but when they put the camera on you, they know how to make you look slim down and stuff like that. They know how to use them camera effects.
Mm-hmm. So once again, we like to thank everyone for tuning in, man. And being involved, giving dialogue and perspectives, man. Because again, this does not work without you. It's just something else, just for us showing our consistent content agility over here in the Alliance, and what we're putting out for y'all. Tomorrow, Friday, there will be a Falcons Friday. Of course, we're gonna be talking quarterback as one, and we're gonna be talking a little bit of Matt Ryan. In the context of field leadership and the origin of what sparked him to go the route he went in assembling a coach, and coaching staff for what he was looking for to take this team in the right direction. It has a lot to do with 2007, y'all. A lot to do. We're going to have that conversation for you tomorrow, man. Y'all tune in for that at that regular Falcon time at your regular Falcon station. The network, Mr. White Network, with all the usual suspects and villains.
You did.
And just peeking over into next week. On Monday, yours truly is going to have something to say to the haters. We got some of these, sensitive podcasters out here that are sensitive by ears, but want to be hard by title. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tune in for that, and I'm gonna have something to say to these phony uncuts out here. You know what I'm saying? Because we over here talking and saying what y'all scared to say, and now y'all mad. But y'all stay tuned for that on Monday on my opening thoughts to Mad Monday with the OG. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, gentlemen, you don't have anything else you want to throw out there?
Get your Mick Foley right.
Yeah, as usual.
You feel me? Can't forget that until y'all understand what that means and understand that is something to go by. Get your Mick Foley right.
Get your Mick Foley. Get your Mick motherfucking Foley right.
Oh yeah. We are about to have a Comic-Con down here in Oklahoma, August 5th through the 8th, I think.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I need to see next year. I'm going to DreamCon, so definitely have to take my give me a camera, film down there, have that for you guys.
All right. Biscuit, you got a recipe for us? You might want to tell us about?
No, motherfucker. I done told your ignorant ass that shit. There's no goddamn Sam. Go to here. I'm tired of your ass. Talking about recipes. No.
Hey, you the one that came up with bean casserole.
Baked bean casserole.
Y'all keep bringing that shit up. All right, Sam. Don't forget. Sam, get that shit off my goddamn screen, man. Absolute shit. You know that?
Hey, I know he got a recipe. Look at him. We know he got a recipe for you.
Ain't that shit, dude. Pete, you a jackass. You a complete jackass for this shit, Samuel.
I did not do. My hands have not been on the keyboard for this show. No,
Sam, get that shit off, man.
I am not the one doing that, sir.
Fresh, get that shit off here, man. Fresh, you an ass. Get this shit off this damn thing, man. You an ass, man.
Oh boy.
Hey, man. Oh my goodness, man. Y'all.
I hope y'all know. Me and Mr. White will be having a Madden show soon, so y'all stay tuned for that.
You're looking to get your ass kicked.
The public execution is coming. I just got to get some particulars in order. So
say, hold on, Fred. Fred, what the hell you just say?
You're looking forward to your ass getting kicked.
Bullshit. I must have made myself clear. I don't
You
get
stuttering, you
damn
stuttering,
I don't get damn
He did that same
that
stutter.
day, Junior.
I don't get.
He was doing that same stuttering when he left the cougar in the car.
Hey man, you
Hey,
set me up for that shit.
hey man, hey man, look, we gonna keep it. Hey, we definitely gonna keep it dirty. Hey, make sure you keep it real with yourself, man. Let your next choice be your best choice. For the biscuit with legs.
I'm in this goddamn show right now.
Hey, and almighty freshman, I am the people's OG.
For the dark skin Teletubby.
Don't tell a tip over here first.
Hey, man, the people's OG, aka Mr. White, man.
This nigga here, you know my goddamn nerves. I swear to God.
We'll holler at y'all,
all right,
man.
bro.
Peace.